Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about an inmate who had full control over a bot and used it for straight mayhem. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another.
Everybody on the floor! Officer Russell! We have a warrant for your arrest! What up, what up, what up? We are back for my Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Alright, now, y'all probably curious about this thumbnail. And y'all probably really curious about what the hell is a damn bot. Well, that's what we're here for, people. We're going to talk about it. Now, to my computer savvy followers out there, I'm sure y'all all know what a bot is. But everybody don't know what a bot is. So we're going to catch everybody up right now. A bot is a robot that you control. And now, it's not like some ABC kiddie shit. It's not like a remote control you plug in and you making it go forward, back, side, and all that. Nah. This is a highly intelligent instrument that you can use in everyday life. Now, when it's programmed correctly, it can do damn near anything that you want it to do digitally. Yeah, you heard me. So, depending on how messed up your mind is how messed up that bot's mind is going to be. That bot is not going to be a criminal until you make it a criminal. Yeah, the bot cannot be held responsible. You will be held responsible for that bot's actions. Do y'all follow me? Now, we're going to get a little deeper. There's bots out here in the world today that can autonomously email, run companies, Fortune 5 companies, y'all. There's bots out here that can create pictures. There's bots out here that can trade stocks. Oh yeah, people. Bots are running the world. At least you would think so. But there's always somebody behind a bot. Now, the way you gain control over a bot is simple. You just build it. You heard me. You build it your damn self. Now, in this day and age, you don't have to be smart enough to know how to code it or talk to it. You just have to be smart enough to know how to use it. You get me, people? I don't think y'all hearing me. I don't think y'all understanding how deep this culture gets. Now, when it comes to bots, it could be good bots, bad bots, fast bots, slow bots. That's all up to you. How much money you want to put into your bot. How do you want to make your build? Do you want to beat everybody else, all your competitors? Are you just using it to play games with? Are you just using it to give you suggestions on everyday life? So it all depends on what you're going to use your bot for. But I tell you this, people, when you decide to make a supercomputer and make your bot do things that are dang near ungodly, yeah. Oh yeah, you think it can't go down? You think just because there's some wires and a computer board and some screens and this and that, that, oh, this computer, this bot can't be deadly. This bot can't cause mayhem. Well, that's where you're dead wrong. And you're about to find out. So stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. Kick your feet up. Because this story that I'm about to tell y'all is going to have y'all on edge. When you think about the possible crimes that could be going on right now in your community, in your neighborhood, you're going to think differently about the world. So don't think that a bot can't infiltrate your Wi-Fi passcode or whatever you think you got securing your credentials. Because a bot will say, F you, I'm taking it. And what you gonna do? As a matter of fact, a bot is like a big inmate, just waiting for somebody to say something. And they gonna show you how they really work. They gonna show you, and you gonna learn today. Now this story I'm gonna tell you is about a guy we call Info. Info was like a gangster geek. Yeah, that's the only way I could describe him. Info ain't have no problems in the prison. You know, he had good size to him, good height. He was a cool dude. No gang affiliations, but he held his own. Now, one thing that kept him afloat in prison was the fact that he always had good advice. And now, his advice mainly would come from his experience. So, Info, he was amazing, y'all. It's kind of like he could make things happen with a phone or any electric device. He'll take your TV and he'll have you getting channels that you never saw come through the prison. He'll take your radio and have your radio transmitting in other states. Info just was a gadget geek. And that's what he did. That's really what he was in there for. The crime that he committed involved gadgets. Info got caught trying to steal a whole bunch of laptops and cell phones from the back of a Best Buy. And word is, he planned on making supercomputers. Now, nobody knows, and he's never really admitted, how many of these jobs he actually got away with. Because now, let's face it, you don't just start off your first crime going to rob a Best Buy for electronics. You know that's highly protected. So he must have had a chip on his shoulder and had got away with it a couple of times. But anyway, let's move forward, people. Info was a really good guy. So if you asked him a question about it, and that's the thing, y'all. When it comes to electronics and what they can do as far as the internet and whatnot, it's beyond me. You can ask about everyday life. You can ask about, anything you want. And you're going to get an answer. Because the internet does not stop. It just keeps going. And then you got AI mixed into it. So, when you got both of those things combined, and now a lot of people saying, oh, AI just came out. Nah, we all just behind, people. AI did not just come out. AI has been in existence for a very long time. They have only allowed certain amount of people to know about it. And well, this guy info that I'm talking about, he just happened to be a selected few that knew about it. Even though he might have stumbled on it in his tedious work, but he found it. And when he found it, y'all, well, let's just say he exploited it and ended up in prison, trying to be just a little too optimistic. He thought he was going to build a supercomputer that was going to make him rich. That was the plan, y'all. And don't get me wrong, I believe him. I believe he could do it. After seeing some of the things that he's made happen in the cells, in the pods, I believe he can do it. This man has altered our lunch schedule to the point where we get hamburgers 3 times a week instead of once a month. Yeah. And I know y'all like, how the hell could he do that? I'm gonna get to it, y'all. Don't rush me. I'm gonna get to it. But just sit with that for a minute. This man altered our lunch schedule. We was getting hamburgers 3 times a week with the French fries, ketchup and pickles on the side. Oh, y'all don't hear me. We only got that once a month. But this man manipulated the schedule to where that's what they was giving us. And now, that's what most of y'all don't understand. Most things happen in order, in sequence. So if a computer says, well, this is the new schedule, this is what we doing now, that's what you gonna follow, people. When you go to your job, every week, that schedule generates. And whatever that schedule says, that's what you gonna follow. Now, if you do anything deviant away from that schedule, there could be consequences. And it's the same thing with the internet, people. It's a schedule that either you follow it or you don't. And if you don't, well, sometimes you learn out a very good lesson, people. Don't mess with the internet. Don't mess with things that you don't understand. Now, every day, Info will post up in the day room, and he will hold, I guess you could call it, classes for inmates that wanted to learn as much as they could about the internet and about computers. Now, without an actual computer or the internet to show the inmates, it was a little harder for him to teach, but the message got across. He taught simple stuff like, how to log on, how to get your windows open, and all the regular stuff that you would pick up in 2 minutes on the streets. But to inmates locked up, it was amazing to hear somebody teaching them something aside from how to package goods and move it, etc., etc. Now, there was an officer that regularly worked that tier. His name was Officer Russell. And he had a problem with Info trying to enlighten the inmates. I guess to him, it kind of felt like he was trying to get them to rise up against the prison, or I don't know what was going through his head. But he just did not like Info. So whenever he saw Info having his gathering, he would make it his point to call lockdown. Lock everybody down. As soon as he seen, more than 3 people in that day room surrounded around him, because now Info didn't sit. He stood. He stood up tall and gave his message. And you know what? All the other inmates that came to hear it stood up around him and listened. So it wasn't like it looked like a nonviolent protest. You got a bunch of people standing up listening to one person. Now, I guess that can make some officers uneasy. And they're going to do what they do. Whether they call for backup or they tell you to knock it off. But this guy, Officer Russell, he was different, y'all. Excuse me. Officer Russell, he was disrespectful. He straight up said, I'm telling you right now, if y'all don't knock that crap off, I'ma lock all y'all up. Ain't gonna be no foreman and no posses up here on my watch. That's what he said, y'all. And now, Info trying to tell him, listen, I'm trying to get these good brothers to understand it's more to life than what they've been incarcerated for. You know what I mean? They don't have to do the things that they was doing previous to being here in prison. So these talks that I'm having with these men are helping. I'm helping. I'm trying to keep the community safe by keeping these men from going back out and committing crimes. Instead, they're willing to go ahead and get on the computer and learn how to make money. And like, man, I don't want to hear none of that. I'm in charge. This is my pod. This is my pod for the next 6 hours. Don't make me get dirty. I'll lock everybody up. Now, when he said that, he struck a nerve, y'all. And now, I told y'all, Info was a very good dude. He rarely gets, upset or offended. But when this guy insinuated that he was going to lock everybody up for trying to be better, he felt some type of way. He said, oh, all right. I got you. I'm going to show you. Is that a threat, inmate? I'm just saying, I'm going to show you. I could do better. I could do better than you. I'm going to show you. Keep your mouth closed unless you want to go to lockup. And he just walked off. Now, when you're in prison, people, and it's something that a lot of people don't realize, it's real easy to get your credentials. Especially if you work for the establishment. So if you the warden, or you a correctional officer, or you a nurse, or anyone who works for that state facility, how easy do you think it is to find out who you are, where you live, what you do on the weekends? Yeah. How easy is it to find out, oh, you divorced, you got 3 kids, you got money problems? How easy is it to find a mark? Think about that, people. Just think about that and sit with it for a minute. But now, this story gets even more and more diabolical. I told y'all, Info was real good at them computers. That's his thing. That's what he was doing on the outside in the real world. Got locked up over it. Now, we was talking about bots. Info, he had a bot. He had a live bot out there on the street in a residence undisclosed. And now this bot was highly intelligent, and all he needed to do was send it a command. A simple command, that's it, y'all. Now, I know some of y'all probably thinking like, what kind of command? What the hell could a bot possibly do? And he in prison. What you talking about, Corner? What the hell are you talking about? Alright, listen. This is exactly how it went down. Info, he had a cell phone in prison. Yeah. And he didn't tell everybody. But his cell phone definitely had internet access. And that's all a real hacker needs. Now, aside from being a hacker on the streets, Info knew how to code his ass off. He had his bot live on the street, set up to the point where it never went off, and he can control it whenever he prompted. Info was able to prompt his bot from prison through a cell phone, y'all. And now I know half of y'all are probably thinking, well, so what? What good that's gonna do him? And the other half of y'all that might be IT inclined, no, y'all already know what good that could do him. Well, let's get into it, y'all. From his phone in prison, Info could control whatever he wanted on the internet through this bot. Now, when I say whatever, I mean personal files, names, socials, addresses, da 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 da. How easy do you think it was for Info to use his bot and set up C.O. Russell? How easy do you think that was? Well, Info was real petty like that. And he felt real disrespected, y'all. So, the damage that Info did to C.O. Russell's life, you couldn't even take it back. It was no way to take it back, even if you could prove that it was fake, which it never got proved, y'all. And we're going to get into it. Exactly what happened to C.O. Russell. Info prompted his bot to find out everything about C.O. Russell. Address, love interest, etc., etc. And more importantly, he found out exactly what he needed to know. And yes, y'all, Officer Russell had a home computer. And that home computer was set up to a network. And all he had to do was prompt his bot to invade that network. And once he was a part of that network, he took over that computer. Officer Russell, always at work, never knew the difference. Now, once he got control of that computer, it was up in the air. The things that happened were so diabolical that I guess if you found Officer Russell and asked him now, he'd tell you, I wish I was a nicer officer. I wish I would have treated them inmates better. Because Officer Russell is an inmate right now, till this day. Info told his bot to put child, indecent, exposed children, let's put it that way, all over his hard drive. Yeah, y'all. That bot did some dirty work. Put all types of files and folders, long as hell. I mean, full of pictures and videos of indecent exposure. Now, that's not where it stopped, y'all. Just planting the bait or the evidence. That's just the beginning. The bot was equipped to call the police and report the crime. Yes, y'all. The bot dropped a dime. Now get in the comment box and tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think the bot snitched? Or do y'all think it did what it was supposed to do? Now, remember y'all, the bots are just dummies. The bot must be controlled. Info was the controller. So I guess the real question is, do y'all think Info snitched on C.O. Russell to get him up out of there? Or do y'all think he just served them prison justice? C.O. Russell ended up getting his house raided at 2 o'clock in the morning. All types of agents came busting through the door, put everybody on the ground, and told them it was a wrap. Confiscated all his devices. And all his devices were dirty as sin. Info got his lick back. He got his message across that you cannot stop the internet. And I guess with that, y'all, Info pulled one last trick. One last trick that nobody expected, y'all. And a lot of people will say, oh, he played y'all. He played y'all. He was say, hey, he just left y'all hanging. Nah, Info didn't play nobody. He did what he had to do to survive. Info had his bot manipulate his files to the point where they let that man walk out of that prison, y'all. He was supposed to serve at least another 5 years. Nah. That bot changed everything. That bot went into the records and made his release date the very next day. So, y'all, when they came to get Info out of his cell, couldn't nobody believe it. Everybody thought he was going to be there for a minute. But no, y'all. Remember what I told y'all. This is prison. And it's every man for himself. So Info, he did what he had to do to survive. And he got up out of there. And he used his brain to do it. So let that be a message to y'all YNs. Use your brain, not your brawn. Don't go bussing. Get up out of there the right way. And with that, y'all, that's going to be the end of this story. I really hope you like it. Like, share, subscribe. Hype the video, man. Hype the damn video. You know the vibes. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner. This is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. And I'm out.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boys' stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at.